Hey guys, before we get started, quick disclaimer. I am holding this microphone in the video and I had the mic like this. So a lot of my audio is hyper compressed and I sound like Funtime Foxy.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
And that I will be sure to fix it for next time. Kind of fitting though, since it's about animatronics, but sorry I sound super deep fried. Okay, enjoy the video. My name is Annalisa, your favorite
powerful rat.
And welcome aboard. It's 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. So far, this January has felt like a decade, so let's lighten the mood and talk about some animatronics and some pizza. Hell yeah. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie comes out this year. That's the only thing that's really keeping me going. The FNAF 2 movie doesn't come out till the end of this year, in like December or November or something like that. I can't wait that long. So I need a movie right now that's gonna cover all the bases for a good FNAF movie. Something with fun animatronics, lots of lore, action sequences, maybe a musical performance. Wait a minute. I found that movie. That's what this video's about. Chuck E. Cheese and the Galaxy 5000.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
So my algorithm is pretty FNAF filled, as you can expect. I stumbled upon this movie completely by accident, just falling down rabbit holes as one does on the internet. This movie came out on October 5th, 1999, and you could only purchase this movie in select Toys R Us establishments and Chuck E. Cheese establishments. Let's read the synopsis of the movie, shall we? A boy named Charlie Rocket needs $50,000 to fix his aunt and uncle's tractor engine. So Chuck E. Cheese and friends go to the Galaxy 5000 to win it in a race. I think in making this video, I've seen this movie about 15 times. One of my viewings, I noticed that this movie was distributed by Funimation Studios. It was actually the first movie to be distributed by Funimation Studios. And if you're like, Annalisa, Funimation, that sounds so familiar. Yes, I'm talking about this Funimation. To quote Simon from an episode of the Yogscast where they were in the Gmod Christmas elevator in 2013.
It's happening!
Was that an extremely niche reference that probably no one's gonna get? Yeah, but you know what? That joke was for me. We opened the film with a very impressive title card for a movie that had just a direct-to-video type of budget. The world turns into pizza and we find ourselves at a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. Oh my God, okay. So when my brother and I watched this movie for the first time, we immediately had problems with Pasquale as a character. I had a problem with the fact that Pasquale is a human being in this movie.
It's because how else is he supposed to be in the kitchen cooking the pizzas?
I don't trust Pasquale with that child.
He's a man behind the slaughter.
During this meeting, we find out that Helen and Chuck are in a canonical relationship. We also find out through the dialogue in this movie that Pasquale does not pay his employees at all. When the little boy Charlie asks him for money, this happens.
I've got $2.
Ooh, wait, 10 spot. Hey, look, I've got a $5.
What are we doing here, Pasquale? Get your together. So Pasquale says that Charlie needs $50,000, you know, as typical 8-year-olds need. It's because his aunt and his uncle, their tractor apparently broke. And at first I was like, $50,000 seems a lot for a tractor. But then I did some Googling and I found out tractors are very expensive.
Oh, we could all get jobs. You know, I saw a help wanted sign down at the Chicken Palace.
I don't think so.
Oh, so like these guys are just unemployed. Like, this gig is a not paying. This is a volunteer position. Was Jasper suggesting that everyone get jobs at the Chicken Palace, or was he suggesting that Helen go and sacrifice and sell her body so they could get money for the tractor? This isn't starting great, I'll be honest. Pasquale then conveniently clicks the TV to the infomercial about the Galaxy 5000 in this Chuck E. Cheese establishment, an interplanetary race on the planet Orion, where the prize money for first place is conveniently $50,000. $50,000 US currency is actually just 30 Keelar on Orion.
No, this is pod racing.
It's giving Phantom's Menace.
It's not giving, it's taking.
My older jet the racer is already after the raceway.
You know, you could just sell your spaceship and you'd probably get more than $50,000. Song 1, The Galaxies for You and Me. First musical number! Oh yeah, this is a musical.
Oh God. I didn't know that going into this.
Wait, since when can we get a ye old tiny piano player at our Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, I thought it was done, damn it.
For you!
Oh.
The galaxies for you and me. All these kids are dead. Then they go to this awesome adventure machine, which is ginormous, and they step on this gay spinning Simon wheel, and it's a teleportation device. And I'm assuming that this takes place under the pizzeria. They never show getting from point A to point B, but I'm wondering, this is just like how William Afton put Sister Location under the FNAF pizzeria.
My head. Whoa. Ooh. Hey.
Ooh, Chucky.
What in the Dan Schneider was that? When showing the scenery of Orion, like, it's really beautiful and all, but I really want to focus on this little improv ad-lib that Jasper does. It's just adorable.
This place is amazing. Man, I gotta get me a condo here and spend my summers.
I love you, Jasper. We then meet the competitors that are going up against Chuck and the gang in the Galaxy 5000 as they are conveniently being interviewed by oldie-timey 1940s news reporters, even though this is a futuristic planet. I do like the zoot suits though, they're fun. So these guys with the absolute doppies are named Peter and Ivan. They're our bad guys for the movie. Kind of remind me of the Paul brothers mixed with the Da Vinci twins. For the sake of this video, I will be referring to them as the Da Vinci twins.
Da Vinci?
They also have another bad guy that's like in charge of them, and his name is Dr. Zoom, which is the coolest name, except every time he reads a line, it's giving Tommy Wiseau.
Demonstrate your superiority on the race course, not here. And that's final. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
So the gang meets a friend of Pasquale's who apparently is gonna help them locate his spaceship called the Songbird, and we get to see this amazing throwback of Pasquale. Flapjack then throws in this lore.
This little baby's won the Galaxy 5000 race 3 times.
Assuming the prize money has been consistent in these past years, that means that Pasquale has accumulated through winning this race. He's accumulated roughly $150,000, yet his employees are still not getting paid. We then meet this East Coast baddie named Astrid. She definitely feels a certain way about Mr. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Race car drivers are so cool.
She wants to chuck his cheese, absolutely. See Charles on my entertainment till I cheese.
Astrid asks Chuck on a date right in front of Helen, and Helen gets pissed because obviously her and Chuck are exclusive. But then Chuck, Charles Entertainment Cheese, completely friend zones Helen right in front of Astrid, and then Helen storms off because, like, duh, girl, like, don't get disrespected like that. And then all the guys, after they're done talking to Astrid, just stare at Astrid's ass as she's walking away, the kid included.
See ya.
It was just weird. Song 2, Helen's Lament.
Helen's Lament? Tell me it's Helen's Lament.
Yes! Helen's Lament!
No, he doesn't, girl. He does not.
The Songbird completely gets decked out, and the gang minus Helen gets ready to start this race. Every time it comes to the audience, I can't stop laughing because it's so obviously the same group of kids that were previously in the Chuck E. Cheese scene with the Galaxy for You and Me, but they're just in wigs and costumes, and then they copy, repeated, flip it, and reversed it. This point in the film, the Phantom's Menace influence clearly becomes obvious. Except in this movie, the ships don't take damage. Mr. Munch just needs to shit so bad.
But can we just pull over? I gotta go potty.
And our villains are high. They keep hitting this thing called Zoom gas, which is kind of like hotboxing, but it's performance enhancing at the same time. God, I hope we don't have to hear about Zoom gas a lot during this movie.
Come on, Chucky. You can do it.
Aw, Helen, you empath, you. So the race continues, and Chuck is an excellent driver. So Chuck and the gang reach at this point called Dead Man's Canyon in the track of the race. And obviously he's getting super nervous. But explain to me why in the middle of this like anxious breakdown, we get the scariest VHS analog Baddington horror shot of Chuck.
Look out!
That was a jump scare. That was the only thing that was missing was it saying "It's me" over the front of it. Like, what the hell?
The gang loses this 1 lap race, but then later we find out at this inconsistently themed soda bar that race was just a practice race, and then, oh no, the actual race is tomorrow. Keep up with the plot. It's very simple. Now drink your soda at this inconsistently themed soda bar. Song 3, A Snowball's Chance in Texas. Ow, shit. Dude, I love Jasper so much. This number is so camp, and it low-key reminds me of that one TikTok dance. You know the one where it's like a... Did your boot stop working? Did your truck break down? It's actually Orville Peck without the mask. We then find ourselves in Dr. Zoom's warehouse, which is basically an evil lab. And then Helen asks Dr. Zoom about the Zoom gas, because she's like totally onto them. Song number 4, Zoom gas. Zoom gas.
Just a squirt in your face.
Zoom gas. If you were curious, this number was my favorite in the entire movie. Zoom gas. So we find out that Zoom gas is made from chicken juice extract. Gross.
It's extract of chicken and it's finger licking good.
And then Helen is put in a cage with a bunch of other women chickens. Meanwhile, Chuck is ready to do the race. No one's asking about Helen at this point, by the way. They're just concerned about the race. My girl Helen is fighting for her life. Meanwhile, Chuck is practicing. He goes into Dead Man's Canyon and, oh God, not again, please. So obviously the practice doesn't go well. He passes out and then he wakes up in this magical cave where Scottish Pasquale is there and gives him a pep talk.
Take it easy there, laddie.
Oh, hello, yeah. Look, I'm sure this actor is a very nice guy. He reminds me of Jason Nash, and that's not a compliment. So is this Pasquale?
Oh, that explains nothing.
Song 5, You Can Win. This song sucks. I hate. So Chuck manages to get encouragement and confidence and the power within by getting shot at, running in a hamster wheel, playing whack-a-mole, and getting hypnotized by a magical fushigi.
And remember, trust in your training. Believe in yourself. You can do it.
Right. Goodbye, Pasquale.
Bye, Chucky.
Wait, so that was Pasquale? Chuck knew that was Pasquale the whole time and just played along with it? Why was he Scottish? Why? Had Helen not escaped from that chicken cell, she would have died, and I don't think the gang would have done anything about it. Like, this entire movie, not once has anyone been like, God, I wonder where Helen is. I hope she's doing well. Penis window. Second race.
They just don't make them like they used to anymore. It's more like it.
Why didn't you just do that in the first place? Song 6, Vega 3, and Zoom Gas reprise. And you can win reprise. It's a triple reprise. Chuck and the gang win. Dr. Zoom gets arrested conveniently by these 1940s constables. And we quickly get song 7.
We did it.
We done it.
You gotta love it.
End credits. Also song 8.
The winds of goodwill will push you along.
So I know I already told you guys about the Funimation thing, but please enjoy my brother and I's live reaction to seeing the Funimation thing show up in the credits. Funimation Productions? Wait, why do I know Funimation?
Funimation is like anime. Funimation's My Hero.
Wait, no, because that Funimation had a capital F-U-N. So I'm going to look capital F-U-N.
They've done Attack on Titan, they've done Demon Slayer.
Dragon Ball, One Piece, My Hero, Attack on Titan. It was produced by Jen Fukunaga. Chuck E. Cheese in the Galaxy 5000 is confirmed in anime. We now cut to Annalisa on the field for some investigative journalism. Annalisa, how are things looking? In celebration of watching Chuck E. Cheese in the Galaxy 5000, I decided to return to the motherland. And, well, let's chuck this cheese. We're at a Chuck E. Cheese. When was the last time you went to Chuck E. Cheese?
a name I haven't heard in a long time.
When Tommy and I went to our local Chuck E. Cheese, we were totally expecting those sterile dance floors that a lot of these modern locations have. We were shocked to find that the original animatronics from when we were kids were still there. Oh.
And it's the same ones. They haven't been updated or anything.
Oh my. Do they move?
This is a museum, basically.
While we were there, of course, we had pizza, we played some games, we enjoyed the animatronics. Got the bag. I don't like this, Chuck. That's not my Chuck. That's not my Chuck. Laughs. So that was just practice. What a freaking beta. Big money. Oh, 4K. Okay. Oh, my handle. Guitar solo time. 1, 2, 2, 3, go ahead. There it is. Good job, you got star power.
Go gambling.
No whammies. Do it for Chuck. You won because no one was playing against you. Pull up, Project. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here.
He's back there. He's back in the corner.
Oh my god, Chuck. Okay, oh my god, be cool. Pizza time. It smells good. This is Tommy's Pizza Review.
Crust has good texture, good cheese pull. 3.5. It's slightly above the average, probably 3.2.
Okay.
It's still above the average, but it's not a 4.
Okay. You got your pizza. He's right behind me, isn't he? You won the Galaxy 5000. Okay. You're practicing. Bop the Mimic. Okay.
You must believe. 25. See?
Let's go.
Smile for Chucky.
There we go.
I smiled for Chucky. Oh god, looks like the Walton Files.
Yeah.
Printing music. Printing music. Music. Printing music. Printing music.
That's the signature on it.
We're sorry. This machine has run out of paper.
You just have my photo? Not a Mr. Munch. So when I was there, I asked a very kind employee why the animatronics weren't moving. And then she explained to me that because the company as a whole decided to ditch the animatronic band idea and fully switch to these dance floors, it's become extremely hard to find replacement parts should these animatronics break. This particular Chuck E. Cheese was not only my brother and I's Chuck E. Cheese, but it was also my mom's childhood Chuck E. Cheese. So they just kind of sit there like a museum almost, which I personally still prefer to the stupid dance floor idea. Now that I'm saying this out loud, I realize that this is literally the plot of Robots. While we were there, we ran into these kids, this whole family actually, that drove from Burbank to San Diego just to see these animatronics. I got talking to their mom and their mom was like, oh yeah, these kids are just, the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff just really like started a whole passion for animatronics. So we try to find places that have animatronic and we will take my sons there. If you were Chuck E. Cheese in 2014 when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, this was probably a PR disaster at first glance. Your demographic is children, and this is a video game talking about your beloved characters have dead kids shoved inside them, right? I totally get that. But because of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise and how big it's become, we now have an entire generation of kids that are discovering that they are extremely passionate about animatronics as a whole. If you take anything away from this video, it's to support your local animatronics, okay? We should preserve them because they're cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below. What's your favorite animatronic that you've seen recently? Been kind of hyperfixating over Tom Morrow, the old animatronic that used to be in the Interventions at Disneyland and Tomorrowland. I don't know. I just thought he was cool. Thanks so much for watching and make good choices. Bye, everyone.